Confidence doesn't mean that you need to change yourself, but it does mean that you need to like and accept yourself. You feel like every time you try to change yourself and act more confident, that you just don't feel like yourself. It feels like you are faking yourself, that this isn't you. Whenever you try and act more loud, more confident, and try to be maybe the center of the place, you just can't stop but feel fake, as if this isn't you. That also leads you to feel like you might be lost. This is just how it's supposed to be. You're an introvert and you just can't be confident. That is basically how I felt myself for basically most of my 20s. What I wanted more than anything was to feel confident when I could just be myself. Could feel like I'm still not betraying myself, but I'm at the same time being much more confident rather than just stuck inside of myself. The question that I needed to ask myself and you need to ask yourself is, what even is confidence to begin with? Is it that I'm supposed to be loud and screaming and in the middle of everything and that's confidence? The kind of loud guy? Or is it the guy that just stands his ground and doesn't react to anything? Is that confidence? And the truth is, both are in some kind of way. And the amazing thing about confidence is that I personally now see it as some kind of art. There's no right or wrong, really. I've seen very different kinds of personalities act confident in their own way. I think the big meaning we need to see behind confidence, the word confidence, is that you accept and like the way you are and you stand behind it with pride. That is a good definition of confidence in my book. And I think it could help you if you accepted that version too. Because that means you don't need to fake yourself anymore. You don't need to act like something you're not. You simply need to understand what kind of confident person would you like to be, right? The reason you feel fake most of the times isn't because you're changing yourself. It's because you're changing yourself in the wrong manner. So the problem here lies within where you're actually trying to go. Your body compass, your inner soul and core, it knows what kind of confidence it wants to have. You know it, but maybe you're just a little scared to really accept that because you're worried that maybe not everyone is going to accept that. But this is where the beauty of it comes in. Once you realize that you can be confident in your own way. Kerim has his own way of being confident. I'm not really that loud person. I stick to my own personality that is somewhat more relaxed, very loud when it comes to it. When I talk to someone, when I'm excited, I do make funny jokes here and there. I make some weird noises and weird sounds and voices and all of these things. But the confidence doesn't stand behind me doing that. It stands behind me accepting myself that way. And if anybody doesn't like that, that's completely fine. It won't bother me. In fact, it's cool because I know, okay, that person isn't really for me. They don't accept me the way I am. And I stand behind what I am. The question you need to ask yourself is, do you? Because if you don't, there's the problem. You need to find your own way of confidence. You need to look into the mirror, maybe even take a pen and paper, and really think, what kind of confident person is truly pulling you in? You will know because when you see a person that is confident in a way that attracts you, that you find very energizing or magnetic, so to speak, you will know this is the kind of person that you would like to be. It's okay to change. Question is, where do you want to go with that change? I personally found my way through trying and testing. That is kind of where the journey is going to go. Don't just need to find your own confidence, you also need to go ahead and start practicing that version of yourself. Once you truly write it down on a paper, once you've seen it, once you really feel into your gut, your body will tell you. Your body will let you know if what you're trying to act like is truly fake or if it's just a temporary feeling of something uncertain, something unpracticed, the fear of being rejected for finally being the kind of person you want to be. So, once you actually start to practice your newfound direction of confidence, it still takes practice. It might still feel fake a little bit at first. This is normal because you're going out of your skin. But if you truly thought about and looked into yourself about what kind of person you want to be, this feeling of being fake is going to vanish faster than you can imagine. And the new confidence with practice is going to appear in a really fast way. However, one big trap that you can fall into when you think about the word confidence is that you think status, money, they really matter and you need them in order to actually be confident. This is a trap that I found myself fall into multiple times. If you want to find out how to avoid that trap and actually gain confidence without those things, you should check out this video right here.